First of all, I want to thank Craig Harney for that video. Craig, that was incredible. We'll have that for the rest of our lives. Thank you so much. And Jonathan and the staff at Junior Achievement have been wonderful. Thank you so much.
This is truly a great honor and privilege for the two of us to be inducted into the Junior Achievement Hall of Fame. To receive recognition like this is absolutely beyond belief. We are honored to share this evening with Curtis Lewis. Being inducted among the previous laureates is immensely humbling for both of us. Linda and I have always believed that we must give back to a community that has been so wonderful to us. Linda has a master's degree in social work and has worked as a medical and psychiatric social worker in Boston and then in Savannah. When our children came along several years after we moved here, we were fortunate that Linda could stay home with them. Her volunteer work became her way of using her professional skills for the betterment of Savannah. Her interest has always been improving the quality of human services in Savannah, so child advocacy and family services is where she focused her attention. She liked the social aspect of volunteering and often described her volunteer work as her way of socializing with a purpose.
Michael loves medicine. He looks forward to going to work every morning, treats his patients like family members, and calls them every day to check on them. But aside from a love of classical music and opera, he has no hobbies. He doesn't hunt, he doesn't fish, he doesn't play golf. Thinking about it, volunteering is his hobby. He says it adds another dimension to his life, energizes him, helps him avoid burnout, and introduces him to new friends. Energize? Michael doesn't need any more energy. We arrived here from Boston in June of 1977. Large cities were saturated with physicians, but smaller cities like Savannah had a greater need for a younger, well-trained ENT man, better opportunities to establish a private practice, better weather, and a beach. Michael's a natural teacher, and Savannah also offered opportunity to teach and train medical students and young physicians. Never in a million years could we have imagined how much we would come to love this town with its beauty, history, charm, and the wonderful friends we have made. We learned that a town of this size, our efforts as volunteers could make a real difference, so much more than if we had settled in a larger community.
Linda and I owe everything we have been able to accomplish to our family and friends. My father, Harry Zoller, was an ENT physician that practiced in New Orleans, and Linda's father, David Kramer, owned a small business in the St. Louis area. Along with our mothers, they supported us in every step of the way, providing us the best education and teaching us the proper values of life. Our daughter, Becca, couldn't be with us tonight. She now lives in San Francisco. She's a vice president of the American Express Corporation in charge of partnerships and innovation. She actually planned to be here, but was called away to a very important Amex Global Leadership Conference in Miami.
Jonathan's a senior resident in anesthesiology at the University of Kansas Medical Center, and he surprised us tonight. We didn't expect Jonathan to be here. Thank you so much for coming. He and his adorable wife-to-be, Stephanie, who is working in marketing at Intun Solutions in Kansas City, are getting married in 4 days. We have lots of good things happening this week, don't we? It is just fabulous. Our son-in-law, Eric, is here representing Becca. Eric is an entrepreneur, CEO, and co-founder of Villano Vascular, a company developing technology to reduce pain and blood draws in children. We can't begin to thank you, Eric, enough for being here tonight. He brought our first grandchild, Adeline, to Savannah with him, but she couldn't be here. She's sleeping. Our friends have become our family in Savannah, and we are touched to see so many of them in the audience tonight. Thank you, all of you, for being here. for us on this important evening.
To receive an honor like this in this city we love, and one that's been so wonderful to us, is beyond belief. Linda and I cannot begin to thank the Junior Achievement for this recognition and for this special evening that we will never forget. I wish I'd had Junior Achievement when I was growing up. Medical school and residency did not prepare me for the business side of going into a medical practice. I was very fortunate that my father-in-law was retired at the time, and he was an astute businessman, and he actually came to Savannah and helped me establish my practice. In the last 38 years, Ear, Nose, and Throat Associates has grown from one doctor, me, to 5 physicians, a physician assistant, 4 doctors of audiology, a surgery center, and 6 satellite offices. None of my community work could have been done without the support of my partners. Fred Daniel, who's been with me for over 30 years, Stephen Rashley, William Moretz III, and Brad Rawlings. I cannot thank these physicians enough for covering my patients so I could volunteer in the community. Junior Achievement is a vital force in this community. It uses volunteers as a role model and positive examples to reach out, prepare, and educate young people for the world of business. It teaches them the values of work readiness and the importance of staying in school and getting a good education. It helps them get and keep the job which is so important for their future and to the future of the community.
Again, we'd like to thank Junior Achievement for this honor and our family, Eric and Jonathan, and friends and supporters for supporting us this evening. The only ones we haven't thanked is our spouses for supporting us and allowing us to volunteer. So here goes. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Linda.
And here's to Savannah, which has made all of this possible for us. What a special, memorable evening. We will never forget it. Thank you all so very much.
Thank you. Wow.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much.